What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Dueling podcast. You got to fuck yourself back in the end of that, didn't you?
No,
Again.
I was laughing at Nicole's reaction because I think she forgot.
I wasn't ready for that.
She forgot that I do that when I tell you to start the intro.
But today we're back with the MCU, and we brought another friend to review one of the movies. We have brought back Nicole. She did Rise of Skywalker, and
pointing at me. There you go.
We did Rise of Skywalker with Nicole, and to apologize for that, we're bringing on her for the best MCU movie we will possibly cover with The Winter Soldier. Geek is currently letterboxing it as we speak.
I was just gonna say I was looking for my Letterboxd review. Apparently I didn't write one though, but I wrote one somewhere. I just don't know where it is.
But yeah, today is The Winter Soldier, 2014 sequel to the 2011 First Avenger, right after the Avengers. God, the titling for the Captain America series sucks. Because you also have Captain America and The Winter Soldier in a few years after Endgame.
I'm still mad at how they did the title for that show. I know we'll talk about it more in 7 months.
A year.
But yeah, whatever.
Wait, for which one?
Captain America and the Winter Soldier, the show.
Okay. The Falcon Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because they retitled it at the end of the show.
That. I don't like that show.
Interesting. I don't want to bring you back for that. I liked that show.
Yeah, so did I.
I have my issues with it. It's not bad. I have my
She
issues with
hates
it though.
Sam. That's what we've learned.
That is not it.
That's the
No,
takeaway.
they
She
just
hates
fuck up the
Sam
Flag
and Bucky.
Smashers.
Oh, that's fair.
No, I love them. They're the saving grace of that show.
Well, they ruined them by bombing orphanages.
No, not the Flag Smashers, dipshit.
Oh.
She likes Sam and Bucky.
Really?
Nobody is calling the Flag Smashers the saving grace of a show.
They were
No.
good for the first part of that show. Okay, yeah.
Stop.
They were good for like the first episode. Anyways.
No, I'm mad because they specifically start calling Bucky the White Wolf in that show. When you change the title card to be Captain America instead of the Falcon, it should then be and the White Wolf, not the Winter Soldier. He's not the Winter Soldier anymore. That's his entire arc has been about he's not the Winter Soldier anymore. So stop calling him that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. I'm going to crash out that bad when we get
Anyways,
to that episode
he is the Winter
again.
Soldier in this movie.
Yes.
And
Yes, he is.
This is true.
before you guys watched this movie for the first time, did you know that Bucky was the Winter Soldier? Can you remember back then? It's been 11 years.
I believe so.
I'm going to go with no because that was... When did this movie come out?
2014.
Yeah, that was before I started being able to read comics. When you're
You were
from
like
a
80.
small town... What?
You were like 80.
Stop. When you're from a small town and the nearest comic book store is like 2 hours away, you don't get into reading comics until you can drive. So
Fair.
I
Yeah.
definitely did not.
I didn't know that the Winter Soldier existed until after this movie exposed me to the comic of the same name.
I'm not like the biggest comic reader, never have. The comics I do own are like Star Wars ones.
Really?
So, fork found in kitchen. So for me it was just like my introduction to the MCU was the first Avengers movie. So then I had to backtrack to the other ones and then work my way forward. So like this was a whole new world to me. All I knew and loved was Spider-Man. Everything else was like, who are you?
Spider-Man is the GOAT, so that
True.
makes sense.
Bro.
I think my brain, I never got it. My brain's forgetting.
He forgot.
I forgot.
Unsurprising.
Call me Peggy Carter.
Damn.
Damn.
I do think this movie kind of, if you look at it through a certain lens, fixes the Endgame ending with Steve Rogers. Because they never show Peggy's husband.
I don't think that specifically was ever anyone's complaint about the ending. Nobody was just
I'm
like,
just saying,
but she was
maybe-
married. That's never been the problem.
I think the timeline's not fucked up because Steve's always supposed to be her husband.
No, because going off that same thing, she actively talks about how she hasn't seen him in 80
She also
fucking
has
years.
dementia.
He's not entirely wrong on that one, but
Well, no,
I
she
think
does have
the
dementia.
MCU dug itself its grave as far as timelines go. I don't think they know what's happening
No.
until it starts to happen and it's making money. Like it doesn't matter to them. I don't think it ever mattered to them. The Russos are like public enemy number one when it comes to this kind of stuff. They listen. I will sing their praises for this movie, but outside of that, not really. I'm not a big fan. I think they're kind of a J.J. Abrams-esque of the MCU. Derogatory.
That's such a good comparison, though.
Interesting though. You didn't like Infinity War?
No, I liked Infinity War, and I don't even hate their other movies.
I think it's just Endgame, Infinity War, and this one.
Civil War.
Is there not a fourth?
Is Civil War one of theirs?
Civil War is
Yes, Civil War.
Okay.
Civil War.
Okay.
I don't hate any of those. But I do have my problems with them that I just don't have in this one, which I mean, obviously we'll get to, but I think they're just quick and easy. Public perception. They quick and easy to listen to fan outcry. If they didn't do something they wanted, JJ has already done something like that. They're easily swayed, and allegedly they didn't even like Iron Man and Captain America. Allegedly, I don't know how true any of that is, but it's interesting. It adds up in some ways, even though their best movie is a Captain America movie. But
I think also when it comes to the multiple Avengers in one film, Disney takes more of a step into the director's chair, so they have less actual directing ability when it comes to Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. Sure, they have their input and they're the artist's view, but I feel like Disney will take over script writing more intensively. They will make sure their cut is their cut, not the Russo's cut. So there's less Russos in those movies. When it's just Captain America by himself, like in this movie, they probably have more of their style compared to the other movies. I think they kind of were named and did they put their name on the project, did a little bit here and there, and then pushed out for those movies. But this movie, I don't it's so totally different from those other movies. That's why I think this movie is more them.
Well,
that's fair.
But it's tonally different because I don't think that's entirely accurate. It's tonally different because it's a different setting. Yes, all of the other ones are team ups, but none of those could even possibly be a spy movie. Obviously, it has to be tonally different. If any of those movies had the same tone as this, they would suck. Oh, we're going to turn an Avengers movie into a spy movie, but only 2 of the Avengers are any good at being spies. That would suck, dude.
Three.
Sure. 3.
The guy with the bow and arrow was still a spy.
I said sure. I forgot he existed for a minute.
Most do.
Which is crazy.
Well, there was an app where I could talk about it.
If only.
If only.
They should make one of those.
We should.
God, my brain is fried.
Look, you've been awake for 12 minutes and all you've done is watch this movie. Get it the fuck together.
Okay, well, this movie's longer than 12 minutes, so
lead the
fuck
way.
you. No, I keep thinking of the little things I like in this movie. When Nick breaks into Cap's apartment, the song that's playing is the song that plays at the end of Endgame.
Uh-huh.
I've never noticed that. I thought it was a completely different song that was being played.
Oh, really?
I literally went downstairs to grab my Blu-ray to see if they changed it for the streaming. They didn't.
But it was an Endgame opening night.
Yeah.
That was sweet. I will give the Russos credit there. That was an almost unbeatable opening night theater experience. It was packed. Everyone, like, it's the most packed I've seen this like little Phoenix AMC. Because I saw it here in Phoenix my freshman year of college, and that theater is like empty every other time. But like that time it was packed. The lines to concessions was so long. I'll give him credit. That was an awesome opening night experience. That's like near the top.
If I remember correctly, my theater was still mostly empty. Shout out small theaters in Nebraska.
I don't know. I don't remember Endgame opening night. I do remember that Last Jedi sat on the stairs so I could watch the movie because it was that packed. They overcapacitized the Last Jedi showing.
They oversold movie tickets? I didn't even know they could do that.
They used to back in 2018. When COVID hit, they started doing the assigned seating for like almost every theater. So this is before assigned seating became widespread.
Okay.
So they just oversold the capacity.
Okay.
But yeah, no. This movie though.
Yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. We got distracted talking about The Last Jedi for some reason.
I apologize.
He interrupted me for The Last Jedi.
Fuck you. I love that Steve becomes best friends with Sam in 2 seconds. They meet like during that run, and they're immediately best friends.
I totally forgot it opened with the run. I thought that was like 10 minutes in. I was like, oh, all right.
They left.
This is such a great opening too, and then it cuts into the boat raid. There was like a name for it, I think, but God, it was so good, and it immediately sets the tone of like you can't trust anyone. You can't even trust Black Widow, which maybe you didn't in the first place. But like, it's so good how it does that, where it's like you had your mission, I had mine, and it's like, okay, who's giving orders here?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this movie's just so good. It's such a good spy movie.
I also love that the first and last words in this movie are just on your left. I think that's so funny. That's how it opens and how it closes. I never realized that. Yeah, because it opens with the run on your left, and then at the end, when he's in the hospital bed, it's just on your left, and then the little chuckle, and then title card.
I didn't realize that. That's great.
Yeah. I also love the little editing mistake on the boat during the boat fight. There's like one little mistake. I think there's 2 little mistakes in the entire movie. I can't remember the other one off the top of my head, but on the boat, when he's running, like right at the beginning of the scene, when he's running along the boat, he enters the door to what is clearly a like 35-foot long room. He enters the door and it immediately cuts and he's out the door. There is no time, like he runs through that room in literally faster than light. It's hilarious. No.
Wait, on the boat?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it and send it to you.
Yeah, because now, wow, I don't remember that.
Yeah. It doesn't look that bad, but the minute you know it's wrong, you see it every time. And you're like, how did he get there? He just teleported.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Yeah.
I love that they, for whatever reason, they decided to repaint the shield for the stealth mission and then repaint it again for the next like part of the movie. It's blue and silver for that stealth mission, and then they're like, okay, we can go repaint it again because let's repaint the shield for no fucking reason. Not like
let the man have his aesthetics.
The issue I had with that is like the stealth suit is great. You repainted the shield to be stealthy, except you didn't because you left the shine. No, the blue is fine. Why did you leave the shiny silver part? That's what you should have painted. Right. That's what you should have painted over because the blue is still fine. That was dumb. It should have just been 2 shades of blue. That way there's no like shiny metal part.
But movie.
Right. It wouldn't have looked as good.
I just think it's funny that they decided to paint the shield and then repaint it after the mission's over.
I was going to say they don't have 2, but then I remembered they probably don't because it's vibranium. But
Wakandans would probably kill them over it.
yeah.
I just love the little detail of them painting over because it's like, why? Geek cannot find when
No,
Steve
I
Rogers
found it, but I've
unlocks
only
Pizza
found it
Hut.
as a Reddit post. I wanted to find it on Twitter because that's easier to send to you both because I can't use Discord while we're recording. So
Yeah.
I can't send it over Discord.
Well, send. I
guess I can just send it to you as a DM and you can forward that along. I guess.
I'm trying to YouTube it.
I got it. I'll just send you both the link through Twitter. I don't care.
I every time Black Widow shows up in one of these movies, I'm into Avengers and this one. I'm always more confused why, no matter how, like where she's played, she does excellent. She's one of the highlights of every movie she's in, and that it took her another 5 years to get another fucking movie, get her movie after she's already dead. Did it come out in 2020, 21? It came out 6-7 years later. That wasn't on purpose. That actually was on purpose.
Nice.
Anyways, it came out that many years later. I just don't understand where I get the people like above, like the big guy really hated women and black people, but like there's so many people below him that I feel like could have overrid his like decision making when it came to that, because Black Widow fits perfectly in this 2014 to 2017 span of MCU because of the events taking place with the Winter Soldier and Hydra and Civil War happening right afterwards. Like this is the perfect spot to place her, and the movie takes place during this time.
I was going to say, this literally sets up for the movie. I need to go find a new cover. Like, that is the perfect setup to like, hey, we're going to do a movie now.
Yeah.
It sure seemed like they were setting it up that way. And the fact that she's like, because she's this perfect character to funnel through like this distrust, this, okay, who's running the show with Nick Fury, because she trusts Nick Fury. And if S.H.I.E.L.D.'s compromised, Black Widow's got to be there because S.H.I.E.L.D. kind of saved her life in a lot of ways. So she's just a perfect like point of view of being like, listen, Cap, like I'm trying to help you. I get you don't trust anyone. You kind of don't have a choice. I'm like your best shot.
Well, she could help herself by being slightly more trustworthy at any point. She could actively, when she's trying to get him to trust her, she could stop lying immediately. No. That would help. About stuff that she didn't need to lie about.
She has like the thumb drive, like from the vending machine. Like, how the fuck she do that?
Because she's a Black Widow.
I think the issue with her like not lying is that it's become like muscle memory to her to lie anytime she's in a sticky situation. It isn't easy for her to be trustworthy with people because of what she's done over the last however many years, because they never tell us if she is a super soldier and has the aging effects of a super soldier, but they allude to it but never tell us, so we don't know how long she's been a Black Widow. Just know that she's been a actually I guess Black Widow the movie tells us that she's been there for a while, but like whatever, for like this time period we don't know.
Well, and to be fair too, she doesn't know, now that I think about it, she doesn't know if she could trust Cap yet either. Like who's he could realistically take either side in this. And you'd think like, yeah, it's so obvious that he would like, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s falling, it's all gotta fall, he'll be on that side. But like to Black Widow, it probably isn't. He's a rule follower. He doesn't like going outside the lines. And this is kind of his first time going outside the law. But it is kind of his first time, like kind of testing those waters, and it does set up well for Civil War in a lot of ways for his character anyway. But the fact that he she's not sure where he's gonna fall in all this. She doesn't think she's with them, but is he for sure with me? She didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it's also because like it's not documented that Cap like forbade his orders to go save the Highland Commandos. That I think that's probably just wiped under the rug that he was what was a stock salesman? It's not stocks. It's what Geek knows. What's it called?
I mean, he was selling war bonds, but I don't think a bondsman is also something different. So,
James? Yeah. But I think that's probably scrubbed under the rug that he just kind of said, I'm going to go do this and fuck your orders. And it's probably scrubbed under the history, so she doesn't know that part of him. And I think that's a game they kind of plays that Cap is more than meets the eye. And he knows that there's more underneath Natasha that she's showing. So it's kind of like a tug of war between the two of them throughout the whole movie.
Well, I mean, the movie, that's the point. It's playing on the idea that Cap is willing to go against orders and doesn't care. He's just going to do the right thing at every turn. But none of the other characters do. Because anyone who knows that is dead.
Yeah.
They all died.
They all ripped.
His whole
this one scene that always got me, that like when I was younger, when it first came out, that was always like almost a little scared of, like, holy shit, like what's going on here? Like I almost, it took me a while to even understand, because I was young and stupid, I don't know, but was when Nick Fury was being like chased and followed, and then the police came in, and it was like, I couldn't watch that scene for a bit. I was like, it freaked me out.
Interesting.
It was like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I can't explain it, but it freaks me out. I was like, wait, what's happening? But it's oh my god. There's so many things about this spy thriller movie. They're so well done. Oh my god, it's all well done. But
it also like resonates further like nowadays, especially that speech at the end of the movie when it comes to like freedom and like the price of freedom. I think this was one of the key points of me waking up from like American like propaganda being like we're the greatest country in the world. It was this movie being like, hey, maybe the government's not doing everything they say they're doing. Maybe let's think about that for a second. Because I was 12 years old when this movie came out. I was still like a baby, and I didn't understand.
That makes me feel old. I'm not that much older than you, but that makes me feel old.
You and Jake are a tad bit older than me.
Yeah, I hate that. We're 12.
You guys were in high school when this came out, weren't you?
Yeah.
I was in high school, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was exiting elementary school because I went to 6th grade.
That's gross.
Elementary school going until 6th grade is weird to me.
My middle school was 7th and 8th, and then we went straight to.
For me, middle was 6th, 7th, 8th.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Grayson's the weird one.
Yeah, I don't know where Nicole was at that point in time, but you were in Wyoming, which barely exists.
That's just, you've been there.
Yeah, I found out your fucking post office is open for an hour on Saturdays. Do you want how open my post office is open right now? 6 hours.
Okay.
They have lowered hours. They're there for an hour.
Only an hour on Saturday.
What's the point?
God, that line this Saturday before Christmas has got to be crazy.
Exactly, especially during Christmas. Yeah.
I mean, probably not, because you're talking about a town of less than 1,000 people, so I'm sure the line's not that long. But that's true in the town that your girlfriend lives in. That's really weird, because in my town, which was much smaller, and was only like 100 people, the post office is open until like 10 on Saturdays, so like 4 hours.
No, like literally, maybe it's because it's like during the holiday season, they're like, let's close the hours more.
Honestly, that's probably it. But
currently, they're open for an hour because we had a mailing mishap.
Oh my god, another one?
No, the same one.
Oh,
it was just went back to the post office.
The same one.
Oh, dude, no, he's had 3 mailing mishaps this week because he's stupid.
What'd you do? What?
Well, he tried to send a gift to her to my house so I could take it to her, and he put her name on it. So that doesn't help for issues. And then he forgot to put my apartment number, so they had nowhere to deliver it to. And they couldn't just read the name, because like if it was just my name, they'd know where to put it, because we only have the one mail guy in our building. But he put her name because he's stupid. Yeah. And then no apartment number.
Did you put a return address?
Oh no, back to the cellar. I'm getting a refund. It's actually arrived today. Back to the cellar. So.
Oh, okay.
But
I was
yeah,
gonna say.
No, I didn't
Dumb.
lose money on it. We're good. We're good. We're chill.
and then he
Uh,
entered her address wrong for a different one, so it went to the wrong place.
Yes, I
He
did.
put street names at least there. I don't know if they're the same everywhere, but they're really dumb because there's like a north and south version of the same street. So he typed, I don't know,
south
south instead of north, sure.
That's what I did.
Because Grayson's brain is always in the south.
What's that supposed to mean? Anyway,
Nicole knows.
Captain America. Nicole, we had this conversation with Miller. What is your favorite Captain America suit?
Ooh. Well, I gotta look at him. I think it's one of them from this movie, though.
Because there's a stealth, and then the OG suit he wears. I don't know if he wears another suit.
In this movie, no.
It's just the stealth and the OG.
I think so.
Because I think it's one in Age of Ultron, and then in Endgame.
It's probably. I mean, it's probably the OG, but man, that stealth suit is nice.
See? Someone likes the stealth suit. I like it too. It's not my favorite.
Nobody
it's really
said
good.
the stealth suit was bad, you weirdo.
Yes, you did. You literally said it was bad.
No, I said it's
But
boring.
I also think the entire boat heist helps it too. Like it's just a really aura building fight.
No.
I mean, he also rips off the star from that suit for the Nomad suit in Infinity War.
No,
It's the same
No?
suit.
it's not the stealth suit,
It's not
dumbass.
it's not the Age of Ultron suit. I swear to God. That is the stealth suit.
It's not the
I
Age
swear.
of Ultron suit either.
What suit would it be?
Well, it's Grayson, do you not remember the Nomad suit is just the original suit? Just that's it. Because it still has the red and white on the stomach, you dumb bitch. Actually, it might be the Age of Ultron suit.
Oh yeah,
No,
it's
it's
definitely
not.
Age of Ultron
No,
suit.
it's not.
Well,
It's not.
I'm looking at it.
It's close, but it's not. So I guess maybe they made it that way, but it's not.
You just get the new suit?
Because the arms aren't right for it to be the Age of Ultron suit.
He rolls them up.
What?
He just rolls them up.
It has nothing to do with rolling them up. He's still. They don't have the red and white band on the bicep, you dumb bitch. I don't know what you're saying. He just rolls them up for. That's not.
Fuck you. But someone likes the
God.
stealth suit. I like the stealth suit. It's cool.
Miller also liked the stealth suit, and I didn't say it was bad. I just. Where's the red? Where's the red?
It's on the sides. There's a little red spot on the sides.
Is there?
It's muted. Yeah, when he falls, I saw it when he falls from the elevator. It's like a tiny red spot on his side.
I don't believe you.
It's like more of a maroon red, but it's a red.
I still think the Endgame suit should have been the best suit, but they decided that color was for suckers.
True.
Yeah, the whole movie decided color.
Yeah, I know.
Let's be real.
Let's have someone color grade that movie.
Like, give that suit the Age of Ultron colors, and it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I still think the Age of Ultron suit is the best, and I know 90% of people disagree with me, but I don't care.
No, I don't disagree with you on that one, but it's not my favorite, but I like it. But it's probably the OG, specifically the one he wears, when he steals it from the museum.
Fair.
Not that there's that much variation between when that happens and then Civil War and like so on and whatnot, but there's a slight difference. I can't put my finger on it. But I love that scene too, where it's like, I forget exactly what he says, but it's like, well, if you're gonna do a job, you need a suit type of deal. Yeah. I wish I could find, because when I was in college, I had a blog just to practice to write and everything, because I was in journalism school at the time.
Yeah. And
it laid out everything about Winter Soldier that I love, and I cannot find it for the life of me, and I don't know why. I looked up my name and everything. I'm like, is it just like not on the internet anymore? Which maybe, but to get back to Winter Soldier a little bit, I'll streamline us if Grayson won't.
I won't.
But
Yeah.
so after the Nick Fury scene, then we get, what's his name? He passed away recently too.
Stanley? Nope.
Say
What
again?
did you say?
It's Stanley. Robert Redford.
No. Yeah, Robert Redford. Thank you. I forget his character's name, but he passed away this year. I'm pretty sure. This year's been so long. I'm not sure, but it's sad. It could have happened last year. I'm not sure. Regardless, where the way it makes you distrust like just damn near everybody but Cap, because then you listen to him and you're like, okay, well, he's presented as shady, especially if you're watching it like several times over. You're like, okay, yeah, he's presented as pretty shady, but he calls Nick a friend. He'd like to know who killed him. He'd like to know why they would want to kill him. So, but Cap clearly doesn't trust him, and then they try to kill Cap. So it's like, how have we not talked about the elevator scene yet, by the way?
There's so many good action scenes in this movie.
This is true, but I would argue that's the best one.
I really like the car fight with Nick.
I was going to say, yeah. Oh, that's not what I was going to say.
You were thinking about the bridge scene with the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Nick Fury.
Yeah, that was good.
The choreography between Bucky and Cap is so perfect. It's so good.
Okay, that's true. That's a good point.
It's one of the few fight scenes where there's like not a flaw that I can be like, yeah, that's just not how fights work. Or why is that guy just standing there? Everything they're doing actually makes sense, and like their movements don't look like, oh, well, he's actually just trying to hit his arm so that they don't hit each other. It's like, no, all of that is like actually movements you would make if you were trying to kill someone, and I appreciate that. They took effort to make that fight scene look right, and I like that.
And the knife movements, like I swear people probably got hurt trying to do that because it is so smooth how he does that, and watching all the behind the scenes of like him training and all that, it's just so satisfying. Yeah. So that's a good point. I don't know how I forgot about that one.
I love how that sequence starts with the Winter Soldier throwing the guy out of the car into a truck. Yeah. This movie can get brutal randomly. It like we throw a guy into a Quinjet and then into a bus. It's like random times of like people are trying to go splat.
They did a great job of showing how brutal the Winter Soldier was. I also love how often Cap and Sam are both just murdering people. Like, I'm so used to all the heroes who like pretend to not kill people, and then like during the boat sequence really early on, Cap breaks that guy's neck and then his back and then lets him drown in the ocean. Like, that is like the first person he hits. It's like, that guy's just dead. There is no coming back. He is dead. And then it just keeps happening throughout the movie. It's like, that's just murder. I'm cool with it, but it's like, fuck, I forgot you did that, Cap. All right, cool.
I forgot heroes could have morals, but also still like murder the shit out of people.
Yeah,
they're Nazis. It's fine.
It is.
You know, that's fair. That is fair. But yeah, because what movie? Oh, we were having this discussion during Brave New World because Sam kept killing people. And it's like, that's weird. And it's like, no, Steve murdered people all the time. It's like, I think people forget Steve used a gun for the majority of the first movie. He was just shooting people.
I think people forget that too, because he's actively, once he realizes Bucky is a Winter Soldier, he's actively trying not to kill him.
Yep.
So then maybe it's a little bit jarring in that sense, but it's like, obviously he's not trying to kill Bucky.
Yeah.
You know, like, he's trying to figure out what the hell happened to him. A, how he's alive. B, how he doesn't know him. C, why he wants to murder him.
Yeah. I think it also shows Cap's morals. Is where Bucky doesn't know what he's doing because of the brainwashing he's been throughout the years. He understands that point in time where he's like, okay, I'm not going to kill you because you don't know what you're doing. But everyone else that's part of Hydra is willingly part of Hydra. So he's like, all right, fuck you guys. You guys don't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Bucky's just not, he's not there willingly. He is forced there every second of his day. He's just really good at being there.
He's really good at his job.
Yeah. I still hate, like, it's a great scene, but I still hate it. The actual brainwashing scene for Bucky. It's so sad. It's so sad. I hate that. But I knew him, and then immediately fucking, all right, torture time. It's like, all right, guys. Jesus.
No, you didn't.
You don't know shit, actually. How about that?
Yeah, that was... Dude. That was harsh.
Scene hurts.
Yeah.
That, and then the scene with the house cleaner lady. When she walks in, I forgot my phone, and you see Bucky and Alexander Pierce. That's Robert Redford's character's name.
Yes. Just
grabs the gun and, oh, whatever her name was. I wish you'd knocked, and then fucking shoots her twice. Neither one was explicitly a kill shot either, which kind of offends me. He like made that extra suffering for no reason. Or maybe he just can't aim. I'm not sure which.
He's a politician.
I'd be willing to bet he can't aim. He's never had to.
Fair. Why didn't he just hand the gun to Bucky?
Also that feels like, but maybe it was,
I don't know.
No, there's no real explanation that makes sense because she's going to die anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just an asshole.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, the elevator fight is amazing. It was so good they called back to it during Endgame, which I think is having the Endgame scene take place at a different time in the timeline, but also calling back to it and him knowing how to get out of that situation without hitting anyone and breaking the timeline makes that scene so much better because of what he went through, where he was basically getting jumped by like 10 people at one time in a cramped space.
And he has like a little smirk too when he does it. He's like, yeah, I did that
shit. But like, we always have like the idea of the hallway fight with like Daredevil, and it's like copied so many times throughout superhero media. If we have more fights like the elevator fight in such a confined space with so many people, I think we'd have a lot more fun as well. Hallway fights are great, but having the elevator fight be stationary and instead of continuously moving throughout the scene would be awesome. I think we need to have more of those. I don't know why no one in the industry was like, hey, this fight's awesome. Let's just copy this in some form or fashion. And they're like, no, we're not going to. We're just going to leave it as it is because it's that good. Which I think is, in a business that is, everyone copies each other at some point, and no one decided to copy it is insane to me.
That, and I don't know why they didn't film more fight scenes in the same way as both that, as the like chase scene just with Steve and Bucky, like because they film that so like up close and personal that it makes it feel the same way as the elevator fight. Like, I don't know why they didn't just use that more. Everything's always so zoomed out now.
Yeah.
Flame.
That pursuit with Bucky is awesome because it shows how powerful Steve is when he's actually like chasing someone and how terrifying he can be because he put the dent into that fucking wall because he's running too fast.
Yeah. All those, he's just running through walls and shit. It's like, okay, bro's the Hulk now.
And speaking of the Hulk too, because people complain we never really get to see the Hulk in the MCU, which outside of the first Avengers movie, which is true, and not that Cap is like dumbed down isn't the right word, but maybe you get my drift. Like I feel like this is, he's shooting guys in the first movie, but this Civil War, you're like, shit, this dude is a super soldier. This dude will fuck your shit up.
Yeah, I think he learned that towards the end of the first movie, and then obviously he died. Well, got put on ice. Same thing. He was dead for 80 years. But then he comes back, and I think working with Shield and dealing with that, he's like, "Oh right, I'm different. I should use that."
Yeah, we see that the moment he's in the boat, like he jumps out of the Quinjet and he's like, "Does he have a parachute?" He's like, "No," because he's just that
You don't
guy.
need it.
No, he does not. The stupid smile on his face is so good as he says that too. No, he doesn't.
That's the other thing too, is like these guys are like, when they say nothing personal in the elevator, I believe them. I don't
Yeah.
think they respect this dude.
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey man, like we gotta do this. You can fuck my shit up. Please don't. But like respect the hell out of you."
I still want to know what Rick Flag was doing in the elevator, man. What a weird crossover.
Yeah.
Well, he'll blow up at some point.
Yeah, he does.
Literally.
Yeah. He's all fucked up. Because, he has to be the only person that gets carried over into Civil War, basically. The only villain.
Yeah.
Thing. Because, the MCU and constantly having to murder its villains. I hate it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Which I think in this movie it makes sense more than most.
Well, yeah.
Obviously, but it's like, just if you're having this vast world, this cinematic universe, there is literally no need to kill a villain at the end of every movie.
No.
There's exceptions, I think. I think the obvious ones are all three Guardians of the Galaxy movies, because those are kind of self-contained.
Yeah.
Anyways. They connect, but they're self-contained. The first Avenger, probably, yeah, because it's like so long ago.
Well, they didn't
but not even
kill him, though.
But they,
But,
no,
like,
he
they just pretended to.
Yeah, he was transported. I forget what they call the planet.
Vormir.
Vormir. Yeah. But yeah, when you have the cinematic universe, you don't have to. There's exceptions to the rule, but there's like no reason. There's no real reason to even do like a fake out. And we'll get. I want to get through like a few parts of the movie we haven't before we talk about the end. But like with Crossbones and everything, because I want to talk about the setup and then Age of Ultron, which annoys me. I love Age of Ultron, but I also love this movie. It annoys me how they just ignore it. But anyways, well, that's Joss Whedon for you. But I forget about him because I try to.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you should. But like, and it's nothing the movie does wrong, I don't think. But like, I'm trying to remember. Do they even really fake out his death? Maybe they don't.
No, for Crossbones,
because it's pretty quick. Like, yeah,
they show him on the operating table.
I mean,
pretty
you see
quickly,
him explode, or well, you see the building crushing him, but you also see in this movie him like on the operating table.
True, it happens in that's the big thing. It happens in the same movie within like the same 10 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, no, I wouldn't count it. But I guess that's all I had on that front. But I think one of my favorite scenes, though, outside of fight scenes, is when they're in the Apple store. I think so. We're going on our honeymoon. Oh, where to? Jersey. That, and not that it's all one scene, but that coupled with the whole Zola, like all the way up to where they bomb the compound, I think it's like my favorite stretch of like Marvel ever. Maybe it's just this whole movie is, to be fair. But if I had to go like really specific, that isn't a fight scene. I think it'd be this, because it is tense. It still has humor. Black Widow gets to show off. And they make Zola so it's obvious. I know it's different from the comics. I know the basis of the comics, obviously, but like they make it different and threatening, and they have to go back to where Cap was like born and made. It ties it all together in like a beautiful little bow, I think. and then they bomb it, and which is, I think, brilliant because they kind of made their own grave, if you will.
Mhm.
But the fact that there was like, holy shit, there's been this backup plan forever. They are like not shying away from tying into like, which not that the Marvel ever has, but like into American history, into like Operation Paperclip, and it was like, well, yeah, no shit, this happened. You welcomed him here. And then you just kept opening your doors thinking nothing would happen. And then it all leading to, which again we'll get to, but like Fury being like, hey, wait, Shield's not bad, and Cap being like, no, it is. Yeah, arguably always has.
Yeah.
I do love. There's like a little bit of a joke in that scene because of how big that room is with how many computers it is, and like maybe it's just my brain, but like in today's world, that would be like maybe a terror, like a base SSD instead of like the 15,000 computers that there was in the 40s, which that was just my thought process when they open it up and it's like, oh, there's a bunch of computers, cool, and then they open it more where it's like this thing is like a football field full of computers just working to make one brain instead of how our technology is so advanced where it's like, yeah, that's just going to be like maybe two computers into one.
Well,
that's just my brain.
Oh, he knows my parents' names. Like, I didn't even know my parents' names.
Yeah.
It's like so good.
Yeah.
It shows us the doom of AI.
Sorry, I'm football brain today. That's why I don't have much outside of it's good. But I love this. I just love this movie so much, man. It's
That's a great movie.
It's. I'll go ahead, geek. Yeah.
So speaking of that stretch,
Mhm.
what are both of your thoughts on the internet's belief that Steve and Nat should have ended up together instead of the whole Hulk thing?
This is a brother-sister relationship. I don't care. I know they kiss but that's like her job.
Yeah.
This is a brother-sister relationship. This is an older brother,
Like
younger sister. That's what it is. That's all the vibes I get from this, is that they are a sibling type relationship at the highest form. This is not a romantic relationship. I don't think Nat and Hulk should be a relationship either. They don't know how to write a relationship for Nat. It's bad.
Yeah, no, I mean that's Joss Whedon. As much as I do love the first Avengers and Age of Ultron, even, yeah, that's just, it's so forced. It doesn't work well. I get the idea he's going for, but I refuse to give Joss Whedon any credit in that department because that's probably not what he was. It's probably the baseline of what he was thinking and nothing deeper. God, I hope not. But like, I agree with Grayson on this one. It is platonic. It's brother sister. And I think they kind of set that up from the beginning too, where it's like, oh, you got like a date like Saturday night, and it's like, oh no, she's been dead for 70 years or whatever Steve says, I forget. But like, it's set up pretty well in the evening. Even when they kick Sitwell, is that his name? Off the roof. Oh, what about so and so? I also forget her name. It's just like, it's that constant brotherly sisterly of kind of like messing with each other.
I still don't know why they didn't just go the comics route and make her love interest Bucky. Because it's always Bucky.
He ruined bikinis for her.
The worst line in this fucking movie, dude. Oh my god.
I always blocking that out. It's very Joss Whedon line. I'm like, oh yeah, remember Scarlett Johansson? She's hot.
Yeah. Fucking bye bikinis. When she's talking about getting shot by the Winter Soldier, they killed him through me, and she shows the scar, and bye bikinis. That's so fucking stupid. What?
It's not even like that bad of a scar.
No,
like say that too. Wow, I forgot about that line.
Bye bikini. Because even Steve makes a joke about it. He just straight up goes, "Yeah, I'm sure you look so bad in a bikini."
Yeah. It's like, hey guys, Scarlett Johansson's hot.
Yeah, that's
like,
all
what
that
it is.
scene is for. That's all it's for. Yeah.
It's a bad line, but
It's
I think
so
the most.
dumb.
we
But that's
see
the
brothers-
Russos.
Yeah.
At some point, there's I feel like there's some lines that feel like the Russos, and some lines that feel like Disney like has to be like, let's put this in. This is comedy. Like it gets worse from here on out. Like
Yeah.
with the one-liners, everyone does one-liners instead of having different characters. From here on out, I believe it is. Me and Geek have been trying to pinpoint where the movies start getting one-line heavy and all gray. That's what we've been trying to do for like our sit through, and.
Oh, that's good.
We thought it'd be like Thor: The Dark World, but this movie's pretty like good on the colors.
I feel like this is where the shift starts to happen. I think
Sure.
Disney sees the success because a lot of things are more muted in this movie because they're supposed to be. It's a spy thriller.
not.
His suit is now just blue and gray instead of, really vibrant, red and white. And I think Disney saw how well this movie performed and went, we can tone it back color wise. And then, but also I think Age of Ultron's still really colorful. I can't remember, but in my brain it is.
It's better than Endgame.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Which,
like
I mean,
the
I was gonna
party
say, I
scene.
guess
like-
Infinity War is still kind of weird too. It's kind of colorful.
Yeah.
Kind of. Okay, that's
Kind
not
of.
true. I'm just thinking about Wakanda.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you
Yeah,
take
remember,
Wakanda
when Ryan
out.
Coogler has his hand in things, he'll fix the problem.
I was gonna say Wakanda was great because I'm also thinking of Thor diving through the beam from the gauntlet and shit. That was colorful. That was cool.
I think it might
In
be Civil
typical
War.
Disney fashion, they took the wrong lessons from this movie.
Yeah.
Not that, wow, it's a great story, it's a great spy thriller. Characters are great, it's very character driven. But still, the plot is a huge part, obviously, but they always take the wrong lessons from things. This is nothing new, Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Okay.
That's why we're getting
Random.
Doomsday. They took the wrong lesson from No Way Home. If we just fill it with fan servicey moments, they'll love it. I swear to God, there's not a story for Doomsday.
There's not going to be.
Oh, there probably isn't.
It's just we're
But
gonna
the
throw
problem-
all these heroes out there, and
The fact that Cap is back, allegedly.
Oh, don't get us started.
I know.
Oh,
Just let the man live. Let Chris Evans live. I mean, good for him. I totally get accepting that.
get your bag.
I get
I wish they were doing this the smart way, but I know they're not.
No.
No.
He should be back to have the opening of the movie be, I'm still stuck on it, him returning all the stones. I refuse to get over it. I need to see it. But having him be back with Peggy be what causes an incursion with Doom's world. So Doom just shows up and kills him, and that should be how the movie begins, and we don't see Steve again. If they do that, they'll do it right. But it's basically been confirmed that he's going to be the main character, which is stupid.
It totally gives that much more power to the people who are see, Sam Wilson's not Captain America.
Right.
It's
Ugh.
okay, so you're just racist.
Yeah.
That there's no other explanation. Sorry.
I just want Doom to show up to the rest of the Avengers doing the thing they were going to have Thanos do. Have him just throw Steve's head at the Avengers. And
That'd be
before he
metal as
tries
fuck.
to
Who's
murder
Zero?
all of them. That's how they should do Doom, but they won't. Or just have him do the, I still want him to rip somebody's spine out of their body. I need to see that in film. That is the greatest comics panel of all time.
The fact that we haven't gotten full power Hulk leads me to believe that is just they're going to be too scared to show any of our beloved heroes' heads off. They're not going to take anyone's spine out unless it's someone we just met 20 minutes ago.
With the X-Men, it's gonna
Because
be
you
like,
only known them for so long, you can't get that attached.
I still really actually want. I'm still holding out hope that RDJ isn't actually the Doom that they're trying to set up. Because Secret Wars, the whole plot is the main Doom like creates Battle World.
Yeah.
So what if RDJ isn't the main Doom? And my hope for Doomsday has been and will continue to be that it ends with the real Doom pulling out RDJ's spine. And then we get the reveal that, oh, there's a bigger, badder Doom. Let's fucking go. And we get a better casted Doom. No, not a Doombot.
They won't rip out someone. Okay.
I know they won't. But
the decapitation of Thanos was a surprise because they wouldn't allow decapitations.
I know, but they need to, goddammit.
I think they'll make RDJ maybe a Doombot if that's the way they want to go with that. That have the actual Doom.
That would also be stupid.
That would suck, actually. I'd be so upset.
If you're going to make it RDJ, just let it be
Disney
this Tony Stark variant, whatever. I don't know.
They're going to take off his mask, and that's going to be what pisses me off the most because
that man's supposed to just wear the mask.
Well, it's supposed to be like seared to his face.
That it depends on the story. The main point, though, is it's supposed to, he's just Doom is very vain, and the whole point is that it's supposed to be he has a tiny ass scar, but he thinks it has like completely destroyed the way he looks, and that's why he puts on the mask. He's so absorbed by that idea that he like is the ugliest being of all time because of this tiny ass scar. Weirdly, that's one of the things the 2004 Fantastic Four movie did right. They did Doom correct in that way of like, it was the littlest thing and he's like, oh my God, I'm ruined. I must wear this mask now. But he's never supposed to take it off because he's afraid of letting people see that.
The thing is, he's already taken it off though for Franklin. I
know. And that upset me. I bitched about this then too. And I will bitch about it every time I see RDJ's stupid ass face. If he's going to be Doom, he should not take off the mask. I don't care.
Okay, how do we think this is like a I guess it would be kind of the same to relate it to Star Wars because of course, like reverse Kylo Ren when in specifically Rise of Skywalker, well in The Last Jedi. Last Jedi is like Ryan's like, no, like you're good at acting. We should be able to see you act. And then JJ's like, oh, but you broke the mask. Oh no. And then he like wears it almost exclusively. It's like the reverse of that where it's like, but we casted our DJ.
Yeah, it's gonna be that.
We have to see him. It has to be like this big story point of how it's like, oh my God, that's Tony Stark or not. I don't know. Who cares? But like
I hate you
over under he wears the mask for more than let's say 2 minutes in the movie.
Oh, I don't know if we'll see him actually wearing it. Like I genuinely don't.
Yeah.
Other than
let's say he's
maybe
in the movie
one
for
scene
20
to reveal
minutes.
But even then,
I bet he wears it for one.
The reveal of it, I don't think would matter because the only character that I think the revealing it will matter that much to is Spider-Man, who's not going to be in Doomsday. Yeah. So we're not going to see that until... No, I'm very sold. Spider-Man's doing his own thing until Secret Wars. He's not going to be in Doomsday.
I kind of hope he's not.
No, because I don't think the Hulk will be either. They're setting up an entirely different other thing going on with those two that I wish Doomsday didn't exist because they're finally... With what I think they're doing with the Spider-Man movie, I think they're finally setting up something good for Secret Wars, and I feel like Doomsday's just going to fuck that up.
Probably. I wouldn't get your hopes up, I'll put it that way.
My thing is, I think they've released like these teams for like the characters, which I think is stupid in the first place because they've already fucked up the teams.
How did they fuck up the teams? Wait, what?
Cap has like no women on his team at all.
Well, okay. Fair.
Like, no Shuri?
Well, because Shuri's on her own team.
Oh, yeah, they did a fucking Black Panther team. They have like 14 teams for no fucking reasons.
So, why doesn't he have Shuri? Because she's on her own team.
They're going to wipe out the X-Men, though, like,
but it's because I think they fucked up the Agent Carter thing. Or the what is her name? Sharon thing. I guess she's not Agent Carter because that was Peggy still. That was its own show. I forgot that was a thing. Yeah. But they fucked up the Sharon Carter thing, so she can't be there. You can't use the same Black Widow you did from Brave New World because people will hate it again. So who is he supposed to have? Because they haven't set up anyone else. But she's on a different team.
That's the thing.
So, like, who is it supposed to be?
Hawkeye?
He doesn't
Miss
know
Marvel?
Kate Bishop.
But Miss Marvel does, so they can just merge.
Right. But neither of them are here. They're not on a team. They're not
Which is
in this
stupid,
movie.
because that's it. They were setting up the champions or Young Avengers or whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. They were setting it up. They're like, actually, we're not going to use this team for Doomsday when it's probably best we use them for Doomsday. Like, that'd be the perfect team to use for Doomsday.
Yeah, dude, it's
Because
bad.
everyone's so scrambled. It's not looking good.
I'm so intrigued, but well, I don't.
I mean, I'll be there watching it.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I'm gonna be there day one because even if it's a
It's a
train
job.
wreck, I can't look away. I need to see
you
it.
got to see how it plays out.
Yeah,
I think I put it in our schedule for Doomsday.
yeah.
So.
According to this list, which I don't know if it's true, it can't be. No, it's not. Never mind. I'm looking at a list of like who's supposed to be on which team.
Mhm.
And like I know a lot of the ones for Sam's team are confirmed, like Thor, Ant-Man, Falcon, Shang-Chi for some reason. I don't know when they're gonna meet. Is that gonna happen in that movie? Maybe they should have made Shang-Chi 2 already. Maybe
Yeah.
they should have capitalized off a movie doing good. I don't know.
Crazy concept, I know.
But hey, the Wasp
True.
is gonna be on that team probably.
Oh, and Doom has a
She's
team?
retired from acting.
Oh,
We don't need her.
I can't say her name, but she's done. I don't
interesting.
think she's going to be in this at all.
And I mean, the Avengers, the Sam Wilson's Avengers could always have Captain Marvel.
I hope.
She's still in play.
Yeah, like that would at least fix that problem.
Well, Loki's gonna have a team, and then Doom's gonna have a team. Why does Doom have a team? I don't know.
I
don't even know
really
what this-
hope.
we don't even know what this movie's about.
Right, like, well,
They
okay.
told us-
And that's
on
like
it.
part of the problem.
The issue is
Which it's a year out. We shouldn't. I'm okay not knowing, but
Yeah.
like,
no. The
Because
If you're
issue
releasing
is
teasers, I want to know at least something like what your goal is. They're
Okay,
releasing teasers.
we
with
know the goal.
Avatar.
but I just don't know how they're gonna do it. We know the goal. This movie is just set up. This is a part one of a two-part story. This is just to set up Secret Wars. This is not its own movie. Like, even more to an even bigger degree than like Infinity War. This is just a setup movie. That's it.
probably true.
That's it.
Yeah.
It will not have a conclusion. The conclusion is here's Battle World. That's it.
Yeah.
Which is
So I'm
probably going to be
looking-
because every universe like incursions onto another in this moment because of all the bullshit. Or
Okay.
Loki creates Battle World to try to save it all. That would actually be kind of cool.
Well, he's part of the Avengers.
Isn't he sitting in
I
his
thought
own
you
little
just
tree?
said there's a team Loki. How is he part of the Avengers?
No, because that was from an initial like report. The photo from the Brazil conference has Loki on the Avengers team
Which,
with Thor and Ant-Man and Falcon and Captain America and Shang-Chi.
I guess. Thor gets to
Yep.
watch Loki die again, I guess.
Yay for the fourth time.
Stuff out there.
Anyways, Winter Soldier.
She,
Would you guys rank it or rate it, whatever you want to call it?
for me, it's like 5 stars out of 5 on Letterboxd. It's like the perfect spy thriller. I think it does everything right. I mean, I'm biased because it's like my favorite Marvel movie and nothing comes even close. So Russo's first. It's their best by far. Because it not that it takes itself seriously more than the others, but it actually feels like the stakes are there.
Yeah.
Which I think as the movies go on, you feel a little less. You're like, okay, we kind of know everyone's going to be fine. In some respect. Until Infinity War and Endgame, but that's its own thing.
Yeah.
But and even then, Infinity War, we're like, oh well, they just killed off the non-main Avengers, so they're probably back.
I was gonna say,
like,
Infinity War felt through the movie like there were stakes, and then when you saw who died, there were none.
Yeah.
It's like if you would have killed off.
Felt it through the movie.
Yeah, like if you would have killed off more of the OG Avengers and specifically not Spider-Man and Black Panther.
Yeah.
I would have been like, oh, I don't know if any of them come back. But because it was Spider-Man and Black Panther, it's like, oh, they're all back. They both have movies coming out next week. What are we doing? That's dumb.
But this is the one where I feel like one of the last one where it feels like it actually has stakes. It's where you don't really know who's coming out of this alive. You don't know really what's going to come. The future of the MCU is at this point.
Yeah.
Geek, what got you excited? What were you going to say?
The thing with, like, at the ending, when Bucky is shooting Cap and it's like, oh, Cap might not make it out of this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, genuinely, it's like, oh, Cap's getting fucked up. He might not make it out. Weird.
Sam Wilson is who's
right
Falcon now, is in a building that's collapsing in on itself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he might not get out here. And does that's the other thing too. I don't think we talked about enough is like the weapon they created to like get rid of threats before they're threats or whatever.
Yeah,
is just also such a good like. I don't know how to describe it. Trying to think of the way to describe it, but like of feeling. How does he describe it in the movie? Oh my gosh, of like, oh, freedom. It's like, you know, this isn't freedom, this is fear. Of, you know, you don't even know. Like they mentioned Doctor Strange or Stephen Strange. He's not even like he's not gotten in that car crash yet.
Uh-oh.
I think it's just this perfect like allegory everything is to like the US government, obviously, and it's like guys, if the government wanted you dead, you'd be dead by now. Let's be real. B, like, it's not. Yes, we're free, but we're free because of fear.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it's so eloquently put in the movie.
I mean, Dylan explains it. He even says that we've transacted our freedom for security.
Yeah.
And that was the point. That's how they gained control, was giving people security rather than the freedom that they actually desired. Hey, you're safe, but you can't be free at the same time. That was I love how Zola actually makes a point of where we're at a point in time in history where our security is important, of course, but like we're transacting our security for our free will, essentially.
Also, that scene where they're listing all of the, you know, threats, Bruce Banner, Stephen Strange, the TV anchor in Cairo, dog, they just mentioned Moon Knight. Like 10 years before we got Moon Knight, they mentioned Moon Knight. I remember because I got very excited and then nothing ever happened.
Because of Leo, like.
Yeah.
You just had to wait. You just had to wait like 7 years.
Yeah, and then Oscar Isaac decided Disney should kill itself and he's never going to work with them again. So it doesn't matter. There is no Moon Knight.
Me after Red Skywalker, I would say the same.
Yeah.
No, I get it, but also.
He's real for that, but also
I just want to see Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight again. God damn it.
They're making a Midnight Suns movie. Maybe they'll just recast him.
What did I just say? I said I wanted to see Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight. Well, maybe they'll recast him. That doesn't help.
Fair.
And we know after Secret Wars, they're going to hit the big red button, and I'll get a Moon Knight, probably. It just won't be Oscar Isaac, which is sad.
It also won't be Mahershala Ali as Blade.
No, that could still happen.
That movie's not happening.
We can't rule that out yet completely.
No, they were just talking about it the other day.
Were they?
I saw somebody talking about it. I don't remember.
The devs told me.
Well, also,
coming, guys.
there was also something where they cast Mahershala Ali as Blade in a game. like
It was-
kind
no,
of
it was
recently.
Zombies. It was Marvel Zombies.
Yeah, he played Blade, and like that's what it was. People were talking about that. It's like maybe Blade's not done. They let him play Blade in the MCU now, kind of. It's kind of the
For a few
MCU.
minutes.
He's only 51. He can still play Blade for another decade.
It's
Yeah,
not
we're
over.
never getting him as Blade.
Great. It would have been an all-time casting, but he took 10 years on it.
Yeah,
Because I think Blade got announced with Infinity War.
yeah.
It's been Jesus.
You can pull up one of those like Comic-Con, like where they put the whole timeline on
Yeah.
and just like cross off what we're not getting.
Let's
Because
see.
it's probably insane.
Especially after Endgame, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Well, and I mean, after the Kang dynasty didn't happen because Jonathan Majors decided to be the worst person ever.
Yeah.
He's getting a game.
So he was good in that role. He was good in Loki. That is, I didn't see Ant-Man and the Wasp. I still have no like plans to be honest.
What do you mean?
That means not great.
So no, it was announced, I guess, right after. It was announced at the same time as Black Widow, The Eternals. It's the only thing that didn't exist from that list. It is because it was announced with Black Widow, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Eternals, Shang-Chi, Multiverse of Madness, WandaVision, Loki, What If, Thor: Love and Thunder, Hawkeye, and Fantastic Four. It is the only thing that did not make it. Because this happened in 2019, I think. Yeah.
Probably right after Endgame came out.
So we know it's like postponed. Is it like dead?
It is not officially dead, but they have still not found anyone willing to direct it or write it.
I think it's delayed indefinitely currently.
Which is pretty brutal.
Yeah. Which at this point, with the fact that you're resetting the universe, I think it's dead. I think they've just given up.
Yeah, probably. I don't know how they can't find someone that doesn't want to direct or write for Mahershala Ali.
Like, I know one person who would love to do that movie. Because he just did a movie similar to that. Get Ryan Coogler on the phone. Give him a blank check.
True.
Just give him a blank check.
Well,
He'll
yeah,
do it.
but now you can't do a 51-year-old Blade. It's not going to work.
Well, he's
so let Ryan Coogler do it later with
after the big red on the head.
Cast somebody else and
Michael B. Jordan. There you go. This is the role for him.
I don't see it.
I don't like that actually. No.
No, I don't either.
Guy.
That's not.
That's just this guy. Anyways, speaking of Blade and everything, Captain America: The Winter Soldier is fantastic. I gave it 5 stars. It's the first time I gave it 5 stars to an MCU movie. It's really the top of my rankings. I don't know where it went to Geeks, which is odd because the last few movies we watched Geek have been in the bottom of our rankings from what I remember.
Yeah, because the last few we've watched were the Hulk and Iron Man 3 and Thor: The Dark World. That's a tough stretch. That's a really tough stretch because it's.
But this is a nice break.
Yes,
it was. And then we go to the Guardians.
An actual good movie. And I think what makes this stand out and what I'm pretty sure, Grayson, you're the one who doesn't like Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah. From what I know, from what I remember.
I couldn't remember if it was you or Miller. I wasn't trying to dig at you. I just couldn't remember.
No.
But like, yes, and what Marvel I think has really lost sight of too, it's like, yes, it connects to this greater world, but it's still like its own story, its own movie. It's self-contained. It begins and it resolves. And that is just like something that Marvel has, not that every movie needs to. I love Across the Spider-Verse, but like, or Beyond the Spider-Verse. I'm confusing names. But like, yeah. But the fact that you can sit down, you can watch it, you don't have to see anything before, you don't have to see anything after, which I've always kind of, that's not my favorite argument to use to not watch something. Because sometimes those other things are really good. Yes. But like the fact that would it enhance the story? Yes. Does it hurt you? No. Because then it just makes you want to go back and watch the other ones. And that's what they should do. And that's what they've completely lost, I think. Yeah. And Star Wars has too. I could go on about Star Wars for, I could. When you do Andor, bring me back on, or I swear. But
I hope we do. I don't know if Grayson will.
do it, Grayson, for the love of all that is good.
Geek, you've seen the schedule. I know you have. We have 4 empty weeks available for the next year.
Yeah. One of those should be Andor.
Find room. Find room.
Or do it for a Friday episode.
It should be Andor.
It is genuinely... I'm trying off the top of my head to think of other shows, at least post-COVID, that have existed, but I think it is by far the best show that has existed, at least post-COVID. It is one of like the 5 best pieces of
like you love
just
Winter
media.
Soldier. This is like probably the best comparison to it in an MCU of like you know, obviously different flavor, but like it's probably the best closest thing to 1-to-1 Marvel to Star Wars you're gonna get.
So the issue with that.
So if you love this, go watch Andor.
So the small issue here is, I talked to Geek when we covered Rogue One. I liked whatever fucking name is, Herjin Urso. I didn't like Diego Luna's Andor in that movie.
So you're just wrong.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, he also didn't like Rogue One that much either. So he is just wrong.
Yeah.
No, he's just wrong and stupid. There weren't enough lightsabers.
That cannot be your reason.
It wasn't. It was just
It better not be.
When this is a good spy thriller, and they tried to do that with Rogue One, and it kind of fell apart at the third act.
It didn't.
That's where it succeeds the best.
Yeah. I think the first 2 acts of the movie
That's
are
where
so
it
much
goes
better
sky
than the
high.
third. It gets both sky high, yeah.
Is the weakest. I think the first third of the movie is the weakest. It's finding its footing, and then I can't believe you didn't bring me on for Rogue One, bitch. But like,
well, we elected.
Blame him.
How is it my fault?
Because I said when we covered fucking Attack of the Clones, I was like, "Hey, Nicole wants to be on an episode. What episode?" You're like, "I don't know."
I said I don't know,
bring
and
me
then
on for anything Star Wars.
Yeah.
For the love of God, please bring me on for anything Star Wars. Anything.
Well, Mandalorian Grogu comes out next year.
Yes, bring me on for that. I don't care. I'll be there.
We're gonna have thoughts
Because I need to see how Filoni plays in his. I need to see how Filoni plays in his little sandbox because I'm gonna love it, but like I'm gonna have my reservations about it. You better believe it.
Yeah.
Because I did not like The Mandalorian season 3. Anyways, watch Andor so we can talk about Andor. So I can come on here and talk about how much I love Andor and how good it is.
Me and Nicole will have too much fun talking about Andor.
Geek, you know what?
Kick him out for the episode. We'll talk about Andor. Geek.
I
We'll just
might
talk
have
about
to.
it.
We might just do an episode without Grayson. The people deserve a break.
The people deserve, and the people deserve to hear us talk about Andor.
Anyways, the Winter Soldier is fantastic. Geek, where'd you rank it? Rate it?
So, obviously, still 5 stars. I am still struggling with my list of these movies, though.
You suck.
Why?
Because it's a list. It's not that hard to figure out.
No, it is. I am struggling.
You know how to rank things. Ranking is hard.
Right. And I'm struggling with 1 and 2 right now.
Was 2 Thunderbolts?
Yeah.
What are you between?
Thunderbolts.
I love that.
You know,
movie.
I still haven't seen Thunderbolts. I know.
Oh,
that's
you
on
need
It's
to.
on
Oh
Disney
my
Plus.
God.
Please watch it. It's literally
No,
the
I
best
will.
thing that's released in a while. I think
No,
in
I
that
will.
review, I said it's the
just
best thing
not.
since Winter Soldier.
And it does the Winter Soldier thing of being its own contained story. Like, it
I know,
genuinely does. It's so good.
It's my
That's
2
on
as
me.
well.
I just have not. Yeah, I need to.
But
I know.
part
I need
of me
to.
kind
Believe
of
me.
wants to put it at 1. Like, I think if you asked me to watch pick any MCU movie right now, it would probably be between those 2. I think I'd pick Thunderbolts, but I don't know. But I'm also just
fair.
wondering if that's more just recency bias is my problem.
Geek, you also have a year to figure out your list completely.
But I'm also wondering if I'm just being nostalgia biased with Winter Soldier because it had been my favorite for a decade. So it's like,
Well, just keep it like 1A, 1B. You know,
right? Pretty much. It's like,
you can switch it out depending on how you wake up that day.
right? That's kind of how it feels, right?
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. But yeah, Winter Soldier is like the perfect spy thriller.
Yeah.
I struggle to find many problems with it, if at all. Bucky, bringing back Bucky, Winter Soldier, awesome. The whole reveal is great. Why is my iPad doing that? Okay. We're back. Like, the doggo is barking.
Love that.
but the acting is good. The setup is perfect. I could talk about how it's like not the perfect, what Age of Ultron does with it is like not perfect, but I still love Age of Ultron, so I'll cut it some slack. But yeah, it is just it does everything right. It's just a good time. Just go watch it.
Yeah.
I talk in circles. I know. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So do we. We go running around all the time. Especially when guests are here, we don't really keep on track. I think Steven's the only person who's actually kept us on track.
Because Steven
That
gets
makes sense.
annoyed. He's like, no, get back to what we were talking about. I want to talk about Spider-Man. Like, ah, fine.
Anyways, next week we talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. The one that I'm not looking forward to, but hopefully maybe my mind will change. Maybe it's just that I don't like Chris Pratt. Maybe that's the whole thing.
You have to get past that. Oh, listen, when those movies came out, we didn't know what Chris Pratt was, to be fair. Other than that, he was really good in Parks and Rec, which I love, is one of my favorite shows. But like, just get past that and just have a good time.
Zoe Saldana is painted a different color, and from what I remember from Avatar, because I watched Avatar again for the first time in a while, that movie is a lot better than I thought it was. So maybe Zoe Saldana in a different color will still be a good movie.
Hey, if you guys talk about Avatar, also bring me on.
He won't talk about it.
I don't want to.
Okay, Grayson, we'll do one without Geek.
There we go. Fuck you, Geek.
Grayson has to learn how to
Steven.
record. That'd be crazy.
I know how to record. Anyways, we talk about Guardians of the Galaxy next week. Remember, like, subscribe, do whatever podcast for you prefer. Geek was not prepared. Until then, go follow Nicole on her Twitter and everything that I'll put in the description below. I remember this time. Until then, bye-bye.